What's up, guys? And good morning. You want to hear me talk about burnout for like 20 minutes? Who wants to talk about burnout? Who wants to talk about healing the feminine? Um, yeah, I don't know, man. So, all I can say is I feel a wall of fucking burnout. I thought it was only going to be for like 3 days. It's lingering. It's lingering. I passed out and took a nap and I fell asleep for like 5 hours. And when I woke up, like I couldn't go back to sleep for like another 5 hours. So fortunately, it only derailed me like 2 hours. I woke up at 8 instead of 6. But when this happens, the only thing that I can do is just allow it. Sometimes that's the only way you can deal with burnout. Just allow the energy to just filter out of you. I think I'm helping a lot of people with their burnout and their depression. My posts keep getting pinned and Goosify. I'm not trying to get them pinned. It's just I feel the whole collective energy. I mean, by me going through every post, like I feel like I understand the energy of the group and the energy of the people in there. Like I don't have to talk about burnout and depression and dealing with conflicts, but also, I think it makes for interesting content. I mean, I go through all the posts in there every day, and I have to say most of them are pretty fucking boring. So I'm trying to, I'm trying to bring some interesting content. Do you know what I mean? Well, the fact that it keeps getting pinned tells me that someone thinks it's interesting. I don't know who's pinning it, Ro or Goose, but thank you, I guess. I'm just trying to make valuable content, and I know that people are kind of burnt out in the anti-blitz. So I like Goosify. I mean, many people don't. I've heard many people say it's like weird. They don't get it. I felt the same way. I was like fucking dude with like painted fingernails and like, I don't know, but I don't know. His energy grew on me after a while. I guess give people a shot. And then I said a lot of hateful things about David, but he messaged me back and he seemed to be honestly pretty nice guy. He said, I understand, He removed me from the group because for some reason someone that was like an admin felt really threatened by my energy. They said he seems really weird. He's only in like women's groups. Like I'm some sexual predator. I'm like, these are my friends and I'm in their groups because we're supporting each other. You know what I mean? Like I'm only here after blood and women. Okay. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Okay. Fucking Lux, the big weirdo. I'm like, okay. I mean, sometimes red energy intimidates people and threatens them. And, I get it, but it's like red's also good at making money. So it's like, you know, I guess dealing with community is like one of those things because you're dealing with like intense rejection. You left my community. I removed you from my community. It's a severing. To leave or be removed is like a cutting. You cut the cord. You're no longer welcome here. It's like a violent rejection. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to feel like that, but yet it does feel like that. This guy, Jason, he's acting like, is his name Jason? I don't know. I already forgot your name, bro. But he's acting like he's like so friendly and buddy to me and Goosify. Like we've chatted on a bunch of like posts and threads together and then just leaves my group. I think it was the alcohol post, but I also think he just gets triggered around like, being confident and like he's good at attracting people, but he's terrible at closing and even trying to like get clients. So it's like, bro, you probably need my help. Okay? But it's like it makes some people so fucking uncomfortable to think about asking someone for money or like proposing a solution or an offer. It like terrifies them. And so they run away. You tuck your tail and run away like a little boy, okay? I have to be careful not to be a hater, but it's annoying. It's annoying, man. You act like you're my friend. You act like you really appreciate me. You have to leave. You have to leave the group. I just don't want to be a part of this. All right. Well, then I'm never going to support you ever again in any of your posts that I see because we're in the same groups. It makes it awkward, dude. It makes things awkward. You left my group, you churned, it's like giving someone a bad review. Your group sucks, so I left, review, 2 stars. Why? Dude talks like a crazy person and he's too aggressive and I don't like these aggressive sales tactics and I get triggered when people drink and if they understood that I was a recovering alcoholic, then they would be mindful, and not post pictures of alcohol. Oh my god, don't be such a pussy, dude. I'll drink a fucking scotch if I want to. Okay? Oh god. All right. Anyways, I'm overreacting. I'm overreacting. Um, it is what it is. I'm probably gonna get more churn than the average person because I say much more aggressive things than an average person. Then fucking leave. Then go. And don't come back. Then go and don't come back. You know? Oh man, who in here has got some trauma on abandonment? Huh? Who wants to trauma bond on abandonment? Trauma bonding. Yeah, my parents abandoned me. They never fucking supported my goals. I was sad and I was on drugs. I was numbing the pain. The pain was, I felt just sad. I felt like for some reason, like they just didn't, accept me for who I am. They wanted to change me. And I say this in my lyrics a lot. You like the fake me, you like the fake version. I know what people want. I can, in a way, become the person that I think they want me to be. It's like I have an ability to shapeshift into what I think the person wants from me. And, but, like Mystique, she's a shapeshifter, but in her natural form, she's got blue skin in X-Men, Mystique in X-Men, but in her natural form, she feels ugly, Yeah, you like me for the me that I think you want, but the me that I actually am, you don't like that guy. That makes you sad, but it is what it is, man. So, look, I want to be productive. I want to grind. I want to hit my numbers, but I know that I need to just get this. I need to purify this wave of burnout. My intuition tells me that you've already taken the masculine side of your group to a 10 out of 10. I've been pumping it like fucking extreme, and I have. But we got to take the feminine now to a 10 out of 10. I think we're now at an 8. We still have 2 more numbers to go. I don't know how long this is going to take. When I'm healing, I'm putting on like healing content. I'm putting on like spiritual content, like higher consciousness. I feed on it. I feed on the healing energy. I've been watching Samuel Lee's YouTube videos. He's the only diamond in spirituality on school. That's why I looked him up, because I found every single diamond and crown and rocket on school. And I was like, what is this guy about? Eternal Life Tribes, like $55 a month. I may pay for a month because I'm just fucking curious. Like, what does a paid group even look like? He says things that I think I disagree with half of the things that he says. His claim, I think he says controversial shit because that's what entertains people, and that's their paranoia of basically reptilian, draconian, Illuminati elites, which he calls the Jehovian order. His claim is that basically human beings have had their memory erased. Okay, that's a fucking crazy thing to say, but he says it. Human beings have had their memory erased 3 times. History's been covered up. Atlantis is in the Bahamas area and was self-destroyed by bombs and experimentations like 18,000 BC. He believes that Egypt, he believes there are stargates, like actual portals around the world that controlling entities